Now before I conclude this video, I would like to point out something. If you notice that since the very beginning of this course, we were writing our code within the main method. Now this main method is actually static in nature. So as per the rule, if we want to call this method, then we have to use this syntax. Class name dot method name, right? Now here if you notice, our method is main and our class name is actually capital MAIN like this. So in order to invoke this method, we need to use this syntax main dot main method and pass some value as a string argument that we want it here, right? Now if you notice, whenever we try to run our program, we click on this arrow button, this one or this one. So here let us now click on this arrow button and there you will notice we have three options. The first one says that run main.main. Now if you notice this main.main, it is exactly same as this main.main. So whenever we run our program, the Java virtual machine simply use main.main method to execute our program. So when we do it, we actually call this method. And when this method is executed by the Java virtual machine, one by one these lines of code starts to execute. So that is why we get the output which is right in front of you, like this. So I hope now you know why the main method is static in nature. Now if you remove the static keyword, then you won't find any run option here, because in order to start execution of your Java program, we always need to have at least one static main method. Then only your code will run like this. And now let us summarize our topic. So in this topic, we learned briefly about the static keyword. We first learnt about the static variables that follows these rules. So the static variable are also known as class variable, and we can invoke it by using the class name dot static variable name. And also we know that never to access the static variable using the objects. It is a very bad programming practice. And then we saw the static methods that again follow these rules. So they are also known as class methods. And this is the syntax to invoke any static method. And we all know that similar to the variables, never access the static method using the objects. And at last, we also saw that the static methods can only access the static variables, and the static methods can only invoke the static methods. So always remember the last 2 points, it is very important. Now, we will explore more on the static keyword while doing projects in the next module. And now, coming up next, we will check out the collection framework in Java.